Right, just thought I'd give you a bit of an update. Been to the hospital to go and see Trevor and Tracy. It seems that this is a bit more nefarious than we first thought. We've been having a chat and putting all the pieces together, and logic and reason tells that this was an attempted murder on Trevor. Now I'll give you the reasons why we've come to that conclusion. Is because they've been watching the house for a number of weeks, and Tracy's movements are on a Tuesday and a Friday she goes out. Now Friday, William, 15-year-old, never went to school. He was feeling ill, so he stayed indoors. Tracy left the property at 20 to 9 in the morning. Now they would have watched her leave, thinking that Tracy was with William. William was still inside the house, so they thought that Trevor was home alone. Also, which is sticks out, is that they had a private ambulance parked outside the property that was orchestrated. Now, one of the neighbours spoke to him, was moaning about the public purse and the expenses, and the head honcho said, no, it's not out the public purse, we've paid for it privately. So they paid privately for an ambulance to be on standby outside the house. Now when they've gone in the house, they've smashed through the back window. The bailiffs have tried the distraction tactic by putting a piece of metal up against the front door with a drill to drill the front door to try and lure Trevor to the front of the house. And on the cameras it was seen that as soon as they'd done that, the security or the bailiffs went round the back of the house. And obviously Trevor didn't hear the thing at the front of the house, and he was already at the back and saw them come round the back. And they've come smashing through the rear window, as you've seen. Now, they had 5 of them on top of Trevor, kneeling on his back, pushed all the air out of his lungs and put his dressing gown over the top of his head. Now, it was at that point when William come downstairs and come into the room and witnessed it all and saw what had gone on. And I think in a state of shock, that's when they've let off and stopped doing what they're doing. The other interesting thing is that after all of these events have taken place, now I think that they was probably trying to get Trevor out there in a box because they thought there was no one in the house and they had no witnesses. It stinks. But the police yesterday, when they phoned Tracy and wanted to speak to William, because now there's a witness to what's gone on, and wanted to speak to him to get his version of events. So I think it's arse covering time for the police, because the police have facilitated, and obviously a joint venture, the same as they've done to my house. But they wanted his witness. Now, also, the other thing that's just come to light is that the police were asking for Trevor's phone. On 2 or 3 separate occasions, they wanted Trevor's phone. Why'd the police want his phone? The police were there to prevent a breach of the peace, allegedly. So, yeah, Trevor's in good spirits, as best as he can be. He needs some more rest, and as you've probably seen, that he's having some more tests done tomorrow. But got to be vigilant. He's in possession of so much evidence and information against the state for the financial frauds and corruption, the mortgages, etc., and asset stripping. It's a high-profile case, and this is a big operation. They had 40 to 50 police there. None of them had their numbers that could be seen to be identifiable. This is their new modus operandi, a joint venture. Police are going to be charging the private services to the mortgage account, no doubt, but all that will come out in the wash. So yeah, I'm going to put this post up, so yeah, Trevor will see it. So yes, thanks. He did say thanks for all the messages and the support. So we need to keep a very bright light on this, because this is, to say it's nefarious is an understatement. Have a good Sunday. Sun's out here. Have a good day.